So there's a new prediction in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. And a question I see people ask all the time is right now a good time to buy yourself some XRP? Also in the Bitcoin ecosystem, quite a lot is happening as people are preparing for the institutional money to hop on in. That and more will be covered in this video, so make sure you press that like button. Let's freaking go. Let me first of all say I'm just the messenger here. There's a lawyer who's very involved in the Ripple and I guess SEC lawsuit, but also in the Coinbase and every other lawsuit that regards cryptocurrencies and the SEC. He's into it. But also other requests for SEC information, all that. His name is John Deaton. He's very well known. Now, he has throughout time put multiple different dates, and so have a lot of other lawyers that are involved in crypto, on when the SEC versus Ripple case is going to end. The problem is, it's one of the most difficult cases in crypto thus far. I'd even like to argue it's the most difficult crypto case thus far. That's at this far of a far along the lawsuit as well. And that's what's also making it so difficult to gauge when the end result is going to be coming in. Now, John Deaton, representing the XRP community in the Ripple versus SEC case, predicts a new verdict date of September 6th, 2023. So to dive into it ever so slightly, because otherwise, why did we come to September 6th as an end result? To derive his new date, Deaton has examined Judge Torres's history of rulings, particularly after deciding on the Daubert and expert motions, which are preceding parts of the lawsuit. The judgments varied in terms of timing, some on the same day, while others after 2, 4, or 6 months. Building on this, Deaton initially projected that Judge Torres would rule by May 6th, or early June at the latest, averaging out to right around 3 months. This calculation followed Torres's ruling on Daubert motions in the Ripple versus SEC case on March 6th of this year. However, as these dates have passed without a verdict, but there's really not that much else going on, because we've only been waiting for that one final document. Deaton offered a revised prediction. Judge Torres might issue a summary judgment after a full 6 months. Hence, on September 6th, Deaton emphasized that the current duration of the Ripple versus SEC case aligns with typical timelines observed in similar lawsuits. And further, Deaton speculated that the judge might be delaying, because honestly, guys, this whole case has been taking so ridiculously long. For the most part, because the SEC has been delaying it, but there might be other factors at play. They might want to wait for the July decisions by the Financial Committee to make some new crypto regulations. They might be waiting to see if the SEC wants to go and build rules over with Coinbase. They might be waiting for some additional requests, like those FOIA requests for SEC information. They might be waiting for the SEC to come out of their shell, which is a joke because they won't. But they might be waiting for them to reveal some new information. No, but in all seriousness, I think she really might be waiting for all these different things, or at least a combination of them, or something along those lines. It just makes a lot of sense. Now, further, Deaton speculated that she might be delaying due to significant implications of the case, aware that her ruling will be scrutinized by thousands, including appellate courts. Also, she currently oversees around 500 open cases, including 44 criminal ones, and potentially some have to go in front of the other one. Wouldn't be the craziest. However, the ongoing lawsuit and delayed verdict appear to be impacting XRP's price, people have said. And that's why I came up with an article here. It's actually not mine, but I thought to include it in the video. Is XRP a good buy in July? And let me tell you, I've said this on multiple different occasions, but I'm sitting comfortably here because this is a very important piece. I am wearing pants, but they're short because it's like crazy hot in Thailand here. If you ever got the choice to buy something which has a ridiculously high probability of 10xing, 100xing over a very short amount of time, let's call it a couple years, with a small probability of losing everything, I still take it, but that just depends on your risk profile. We have said this time and time and time again, but the reason I am just buying so much XRP right now, it is ridiculous, it is unhealthy, but I'm doing it, is because I see it like a game. I might win, I might lose. I think the probability of winning, 80%. Let's put it like that. Probability of losing, 20%. If I win, boom, let's call it a 20x. Easy. right? As a baseline. So $10, let's call it that for XRP. If I lose all my money, sure. If I got this opportunity a couple different times, I would take it every single time, even though I might fail some of them. This is usually my way or my approach towards investing. Let's say there's 100 different projects lined up in front of me. 95 will fail, and I have to put money every single time, but I don't care because those 5 are going to be the 100x, the 200x, the 500x, meaning I get all my money back from every single loss I've ever taken and more. And if you have this sort of mindset where you appreciate the risk because it also gives you the higher reward, then yes, XRP right now is in a better position than ever because the price is not that high for the position that it's in. Again, if everybody had the same value proposition and the same risk analysis as I have, then right now you'd also be buying your bags full. Understand though, I'm not your financial advisor. All I'm saying is from my personal profile, this just really fits and it's a smart idea to purchase some. And right now more than ever because the certainty of winning just becomes greater and greater the more pressure there is on the SEC. And perhaps all the utility that's been added to the XRP ledger that's mostly coming up right now is also adding to it, to the appeal for the general populace to purchase some XRP. But that's honestly not why I'm buying. I don't care who else is buying. I care mostly about my own analysis. And yeah, I think one of the things right now that's happening in the markets that's hitting it major is the ETF race, which I also think XRP can play a significant role in. There's 2 major things going on, the CBDC race and the ETF race, both of which I think XRP is in a really good spot for because let's say the SEC approves a Bitcoin ETF, what's going to be next? Well, you either have Ethereum or if this passes, if XRP goes through court and wins, XRP, right? It's just the most logical thing to happen next. But also, from the CBDC perspective, you have to understand that right now in all these different countries, and I'm not sure if I still have it open, but we've seen Colombia, we've seen so many countries hop on the XRP ledger bandwagon. And yeah, also with the side chains, there's a really big move for that right now. Things are just really, really looking nice for XRP, regardless of the lawsuit, right? If you put that aside, there's still so many good parts about it. And the best part of it all is I keep putting all these examples in front of you with XRP losing all its value if they were to lose the case. But the thing is, it's only in the US. The rest of the world doesn't care. It would lose a good value. I'd say it might even dump 80%, but it probably gets back up to the prices that we are right now in due course as well, meaning I personally don't think over the longer term I can lose money with XRP because of the way they've built themselves. But on the short term, it could definitely look bad if they did lose. But then again, the win potential heavily outweighs everything. And the fact that crypto right now is in such a good spot where so much money is looking into it. Again, the moment that something just snaps, like for example, a Ripple lawsuit settlement, there could just be so much money flowing into all of this because the institutional money is looking to enter. And I think through Ripple with XRP is just one of the institutional safer bets than a lot of other cryptos created more for the GameFi or all that stuff. No, the XRP ledger, it was built for, I'd say, peer-to-peer transactions from me getting money to you in an easy fashion, but also to appeal on all the different levels. And I think banks and institutions that right now are heavily getting into Bitcoin are also going to be liking the value proposition for XRP the moment that they got this clarity. So that's one thing that I'm heavily looking out for. And I think all these announcements like MicroStrategy buying right now, mostly to keep up with the Joneses. Another good example of that is Cathie Wood's ARK that also right now is updating the Bitcoin ETF application ahead of BlackRock, trying to basically keep up with everything. Everybody is trying to get in as fast as humanly possible. And with regards to Bitcoin price, just for fun as well, things are looking still quite nice. Again, I already believe the bull market has... camera overheating, not sure. I wanted to say Bitcoin looking good. I think the bull market has already started, like I've said before, which once more puts some emphasis as to why I'm buying all these cryptos right now. And on the short term, Bitcoin just keeps on bouncing back up. Very easy trades, I keep telling you. The thing is, and I should also reiterate this, if you just keep buying Bitcoin consecutively, I still think it's very hard to lose money. This is about Bitcoin, but it's mostly about all these cryptos that have proper fundamentals. I know 95% of the cryptos will fail, but some of the coins that we are heavily investing to, I don't think will. And even if one of them does, the rest will sustain, which is why I'm buying like a madman. But right now, you can see the pattern. You can see every single time Bitcoin is bouncing off from these levels. Just keep buying around $30,000, and every single time it just keeps bouncing. And I don't think that $30,000 is actually too, quote unquote, expensive. I think it's fine to buy at $30K. So I'm just stacking my bags up. And the similar situation applies for so ridiculously many altcoins. It's just a matter of, you know what? Every single time you get back to certain levels, you just scoop them up. And with XRP, I think this 45-cent range, if you get to buy or sell some more XRP in that area, I just keep on doing it. I don't mind. But yeah, that's all part of a bigger plan. And you know what? Guys, if you've not done it yet, make sure you put that notification bell on. I keep telling you, what if something crazy happens? You want to be notified. But also, and this is very important, if you want to be in a group with a lot of like-minded people, join the Discord. Link for that is down below. It might just make you a millionaire. Who knows, right? Yeah. So make sure you join the Discord. Links down below and put the notification bell on. I know I'm telling you to do two things, too much, I know. But both of these might help you out tremendously. So make sure you check them out. Again, notification bell on for in case something crazy happens, like a Ripple lawsuit verdict, and you want to be there as soon as possible. And the Discord for in case you want to be with other crypto people in a group chat. Basically, a group chat, a little community of sorts where you can ask them for tips, ask them stuff, ask them about suggestions, maybe some charts, maybe some other cool stuff. Or let's say you're starting something new. Maybe people have some new tips for you, or maybe, just maybe, you're looking to get to know more about crypto. It's better to be in a community than to be on your own. That's what I always say. But yeah, links for those are down below. See you guys later in another crypto video.